Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Rodri gets across to intercept that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. And here's Forlan. Conte. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And this is Van Basten. Tries to pass it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kaká.
That's good play from him.
Kaká puts a cross in. Rijkaard can get it clear. Odegaard! And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Forlan making good progress on the right-hand side. Kaká gets into a good position. And he's there to retrieve it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold, he's got tall! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Lampard.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
That has been knocked clear. Can he get it through? And no, that was never going to make it. Decent progress down the left. Rijkaard. And this is Park Ji-sung. Oh, that's fabulous. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Good read, needed to be.
Paris Saint-Germain really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Alvarez. Still exciting for the game's first breakthrough goal. It's a searching pass. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught. Mbappe!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, they could be caught out. And the shots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just...
Takes a shot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a hole. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal! So smooth. A sick... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. That gets things going for the second half. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Forlan. Now this could be a chance. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Paris Saint-Germain with this to level it up. From Pickford, and that's a poor penalty.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Pickford claims comfortably. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Conte. Here's Van Basten. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a whisker away. Here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Chance, surely! That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's through here. It's Van Basten! did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Adams. Lampard. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Alvarez. Lovely. He's had a shot! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And now... Yes! And the lead is extended still further. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Kante. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Now it's Forlan. Park Ji-sung, played out to the left flank. Alvarez! Really well taken goal. And with that, he takes home the match ball. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that shoots! They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touch.
He's having a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now he's got space here. Adams.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, no joy this time. He has a shot! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Great vision. Lampard could try cutting inside here. Gets into some space, and he's whipped it across. That's a decent clearance. Park Ji-sung. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. Conte. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Forlan. And Alexander-Arnold. Couldn't squeeze it from... Takes a shot! Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Timber. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's at Park Ji-sung! Brought out the best in the keeper. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Park Ji-sung. He's going to be disappointed with that. This looks promising. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. And he's let fly! Oh, he really got hold of that. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Haaland. And that will be the final act. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable in... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And they can counter here. And the pass is intercepted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. He's a sharp little ball here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Nicely shaped ball. Well, played right into his path. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ferdinand. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Rijkaard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. It's Lampard! Fantastic from Lampard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Van Basten. Conte. And it's Rijkaard. Serginho powering forward here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked it up out wide. Timber does well to get it back. No foul, says the referee. Nicely aimed pass. Played into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a promising position. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Messi. He might be in here. Big chance! It's in! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Alvarez. Now it's Van Basten. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Shot shoots! They've scored! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's...
And we've reached half-time. Manchester United are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Children's announcement.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow.
Way to the information centre. Substitution in progress.
So once again, we're underway. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lampard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adams. Lampard. Alvarez. Van Basten. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a cute ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Conte. Alvarez. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's found the way through. It's a mighty effort. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Oh, that's a brilliant save!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Alvarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Adams. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Conte. No way he was going to let him past. Well, there's the clearance. And he's had it nicked away. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Conte. No, he's not getting past him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played back in. Lampard. Alvarez has created one goal already. Chouameni gets a foot in here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Alvarez. Park Ji-sung. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here's a chance! Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Lazio! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
80 minutes is number 15, Raul. substitution for Manchester United. Number 14. Frank
Both sides then
Lampard.
taking this chance
Number
to
4,
turn to their benches.
Alvarez.
Lazio take the lead.
Number 6.
I just think this has been a lesson in
Kupchu.
character, togetherness and
Number 9,
composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now,
Substitutions
but this
taking
refusal to
place.
give up is brilliant.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Griezmann.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That has not gone well. Marquinhos. Lazio clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he can
There
clear
will
it
be
away.
1 minute added time.
Conte. Forwards and with intent. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's that. Manchester United can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Inter.
Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score. Shot, surely! Against the crossbar. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now it's Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Shot shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That has been cut short. Alvarez. Van Basten. Lampard.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lampard! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong. Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he finish? That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Foden. Camavinga. Foot in. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Lampard. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. Guardiola, great vision. Camavinga. Kimmich.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Alvarez. Engages and forces him off the ball. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Lampard. Manchester United finding their passes. Park Ji-sung. Good, strong midfield running here. He's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Out of play for a throw. Van de Ven. And it's Messi. Camavinga for Messi. Camavinga. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Van Basten. It's Lampard! Just a whisker away. Pinged towards the front line. That has been slung wide. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United have their second corner now. Lampard with the short one. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Foden. Plays a sharp little ball here. Driving forward. Tries to play it through. That looks a cracking ball. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Camavinga.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Conte. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Alvarez. Played out to the right. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester United will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4.
So it's back to business.
Number 8. Riker.
Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Valverde.
That was lovely, that.
Lampard. And the pass is intercepted. And he was quick to react. Lampard. Lampard. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's looking looking wide. Kukçu's climbs up big. Valverde gets good distance on it. Corner number 3 coming up. Van de Ven is there and he can get that clear. Has a shot! Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United get their 4th corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Ball's gone out of play. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
The attendance
And
for
he's
this
there
match
to
was
belt it away.
71,898.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the tower. Big ask.
Decent hit from there. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Camavinga, Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass isn't the best.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Kimmich. Now it's Lampard. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Adams makes the interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Kukçu. And that is a little undercooked.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he welcomes it in, and he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Valverde. Guardiola. Quality ball. That has not gone well. Guardiola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
substitution for Manchester United. Number 14, Frank Lampard. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 25,
Now the ball in.
Van Basten.
Van der Ven
Coming
with
on
the
field,
clearance.
Number 18,
A game with so much to
Hazard.
recommend it.
Nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it territory right now. I think we might be...
Shoots! And it's come back out to him. Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Will be 3 minutes
Well, the last
of
moments
time.
now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And this is Hazard. And he's managed to get free. He gets big. He scored. 2 up and in charge. And things are looking pretty good for them now. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forward.
That's that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is
Just a quick
very little
announcement.
room
We
for
would
argument.
like to inform you that CCTV is now in
Terrific
operation
recovery.
for
A
your safety.
really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the 100,000 plus in unison. There's the whistle. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Pedri. It's beyond the defence. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Knocks it out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's the keeper's ball. Pedri. And that's a good ball. Great chance! Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. First quarter of an hour gone. Gavi. And he has been fouled there. Keeper is right behind it.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe.
Such good technique.
That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This is good pressing. They're short on bodies, and he's chosen to go back. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri, shot a goal! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Kukçu. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. 15 minutes till half-time. Lampard. Some resolute defending there. Knocks it into space. It's Lewandowski! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Timber gets it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass is just off target. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Pass somewhat off target. Koundé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Park Ji-sung.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Park Ji-sung. And here's Mbappe. It's Van Basten! And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 30, el dorsal 7.
And the action is back underway.
El dorsal 10.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He won't be happy with that one. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Park Ji-sung.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's got away. Chance! In he goes again. He's scored. The second half sparked straight into life. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedri is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. That's really well cleared. Well, that pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Cruyff looking to run onto it. Adams.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
It's
98.004
Kukçu.
espectadores.
Koundé. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lewandowski! And again the keeper stands strong. Corner number 3 coming up. Yamal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! And this getting better and better. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Adriano. Messi. There's the shot! And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, Peter, I've always liked the look of Joshua Kimmich, a real Swiss Army knife of a player. It's hard to find fault in a guy who's so versatile. Centre-back, full-back, central midfielder, deep-line playmaker.
And, of course, most importantly, a match winner.
A serial title winner, in fact, integral to so many successful campaigns for the Bavarians.
Yes, his most celebrated. Can he finish?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Has a look and plays it forward. Lampard. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that is a good ball. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bellingham, and this is Adriano. Adriano showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for options for movement. Swings it, up he goes! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Threads one in. Adriano gets into a good position. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's managed to get free. Parkes gets his head on it! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Van Basten. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Makaleli. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Van Basten shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kante takes control of it and he's on the move. Lampard!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's onto this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rijkaard. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Adams, Conte. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Kante.
Oh, really well played.
He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. And the pass is intercepted. Lampard. He's looking wide. Back into the middle. Boys, he's having a go. It's a loose ball. Neymar. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side.
Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bullish header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Timber. That's Park Ji-sung. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Well, that pass isn't the best. And Park Ji-sung! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Park Ji-sung clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Thuram! Oh, horrible miscue.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Makaleli. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's Park Ji-sung. He is through here. He's had a shot. No mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, this looks sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard. And it's Lampard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Thuram. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. And here's Neymar. And he was quick to react. Conte. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Marquinhos. And it's Timber. Park Ji-sung at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. He's got away. Park Ji-sung. Oh, this is a very good run. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Now it's Thuram. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Played in deep, well read, and the danger is averted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. So what can they make of this? Just eases him off the ball. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. He'd have done well to reach that. Adriano looks to get on the end of this. He won't be happy with that one. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just 5 minutes left. Knocks it out wide. Fling. He rises! No, not the best of headers. Stood up well to him there. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Adriano looking to add to his goal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Habrá
Lampard.
4 minutos de descuento.
Park Ji-sung. Lovely bit of skill. Lampard, and this is Van Basten. Messi, and that interception was most necessary. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the